And I think there's some genuine problem. I thought that it was frivolous, but when I went into it, there's some genuine challenge there that we need to resolve. Especially there's the 2 polling stations, I'm told, the officials, the presiding officers are not available to verify the pink sheets. So they need to find those presiding officers to come and then verify the pink sheet, because they are using scanned pink sheets. Then in the case of the 1 polling station, the NDC's position is that, and it's not their position, but then the facts are that, according to even the police who briefed me, the presiding officer came, confirmed that those were his signatures. He recorded those figures, but said that one figure was not something he remembered recording, which is the number of spoiled ballots. Right. So NDC then said, well, if he is challenging that one figure, then it means that he's challenging the validity of the entire document. So on that basis, we will not accept the inclusion of that document, that pink sheet, that scanned pink sheet. And the Electoral Commission, I think the NPP side are insisting on adding that. And I think that created quite some ungovernable situation there. And then the police decided to stop the process. I hear people, and in fact my colleagues on the other side, their main contention in the chamber was that the court ordered that the police should go and then provide protection for the EC to recollate. The police confirmed that they have actually been doing that. That's how come they recollated. It was left with just 3 polling stations. And they are always ready and available to go and then assist with the exercise. The NDC contends that the orders of the High Court were specific. Orders were that go and recollate, what do they call it, IGP, go and provide armed protection, and you must finish this by the 6th of, I think, January or so. Okay. They gave a specific date, and their contention is that that date has long lapsed and the work hasn't been done, and so the orders are spent. And so if they are going to continue, it must be based on the court taking.
Unfortunately, you're a man of many hats. You're a lawyer as well, so you understand the legal implications. Yeah. What would be the best approach in solving this? A rerun? Some are saying all of this could be done outside the remit of the EC, and that you could engage amongst yourselves as MPs to resolve this matter because of the violence and some clashes that we're recording. What do you recommend, I mean, in these very trying times? Because whatever you say then would inform what position you might be taking in the coming days.
Well, I think that as a parliament, we don't have any role in this beyond using our supervisory responsibility and powers to get the EC to act, to get the police to continue to provide the protection that is needed for the EC to do its job. But then also, the parties have the liberty to go to court and try and have the courts to address the matter. And so if you say we, the MPs, as MPs, it's not our mandate to organize elections, to declare the results of elections. And if there's a dispute regarding any particular election results, it is the High Court that has jurisdiction, and it's for the High Court to take a decision. And once the High Court decides, you can contest it by appealing, but the decision of the High Court has to be enforced. So the effort to use Parliament, I would say, is really a misplaced effort.
I see. Let's get to the floor proper, because you're taking up the role as the majority leader now, and already there's criticism against your side. The Africa Center for Parliamentary Affairs, that's ASAP, of course, Dr. Rashid Draman, his group, they've been raising concerns about what they think about your majority leadership, or majority as a whole. The classification is that you're appearing to be, quote, weak, his words, and that you're allowing, the minority side to scare you. Is that a true reflection of what's happening? Why do you appear to be weak, in their words?
Well, I think that I don't know the basis for that. At this stage, our agenda is to have our ministers nominated by the president, processed through Parliament as fast as possible, and then sworn in by the president. That's really our preoccupation. Our preoccupation is not to be distracted by some of the ways in which the minority carry themselves in the chamber, and the minority leader carries himself in the chamber, or even at the appointments committee sitting. So if you look at the records, the speed with which we are processing the president's nominees, I mean, it's in record time. And that's our main focus, to get the president's nominee quickly processed. And I recall I used to make fun of Afenyo Markin when he was majority leader and convened Parliament and then, stayed away from the chamber, if you recall. Instead of being there, he refused to sit in the chamber simply because we insisted that he should sit on the minority side.
Right.
And then I said, look, you must focus on government business. Don't be concerned about where you sit. Just focus on government business. Yes, there were a number of items on the agenda. There were many that we were actually in agreement with him. There were a few that we totally disagreed with him.
Right.
If he had just sat in the chamber, irrespective of which side, I'm sure he would have gotten us to approve several items on the agenda for him.